how much do you and Vontae and AJ work on deep balls during the off-season, during the season? And is that something that the more you guys, I mean, you've been together a long time, but that chemistry just keeps getting better?
It's been a bit sporadic this season, just with guys being in and out. But we naturally have a good chemistry, just knowing those guys for a very long time, throwing with those guys for a very long time. So that's why I think it's important to always put in that off-season work, because you just continue to develop the chemistry with your guys.
You've hunted for one-on-one matchups in previous offenses. What about this framework makes that process better?
Say that again?
You looked for one-on-one matchups in previous offenses under Johnson. Like, what about this framework makes that process better?
I don't think it's any different. I think every offense tries to take advantage of matchups, whatever is presented on the field. A lot of things are consistent throughout every offense.
The stats for Cincinnati's defense maybe aren't great, but when you watch them on tape, what do you see?
I think they're a great defense. I think they're a great team. They're a gritty team. They find ways to win. They're a competitive team. Front seven definitely stands out, and then their DBs make plays on the ball. So we got a good challenge ahead of us.
What kind of challenges does Lou Anarumo present to an opposing quarterback?
He presents you different looks. He has a lot in his arsenal. So I think for us, we just got to go out there and play clean football, and everybody got to be on the same page.
How far back do you go with Burrow?
As far as?
I mean, any high school all-star stuff, or was it not to the college ranks where you guys first kind of crossed paths?
Yeah, we crossed paths in college.
So what was it like going through the Heisman process and all that sort of stuff with him? Did you get to know him?
Yeah, got to hang out with all of the guys, and I think it was a fun overall experience. Obviously, got a ton of respect for him.
Jalen, there was a play last week where there was some pressure coming, and you went down. It seemed like untouched. I'm just curious in moments like that, how do you balance going down versus maybe wanting to extend the play?
It's managing the game. And I think that was a moment where I said we got pressure, and we'll just take this one. Hadn't really had any momentum going at that point.
Downs, what needs to be better?
Need to get first downs. I mean, we're in third and long all the time, so we got to change that. Stay ahead of the sticks.
Yeah, the last two games you've hooked up with AJ, for 40-yard passes, in critical situations. The fourth down against the Giants, and then late in the game against the Browns. What is it about having that trust, in AJ, and what enables you to do that, at such a critical juncture?
I think that goes to the chemistry that we talked about earlier in the previous question, first question of just building that chemistry. Obviously, we got a great rapport with one another. It's shown throughout the years, and hopefully it continues to show.
You've been around Kenny Gainwell for 4 years now. It's not an easy position he's in. He doesn't know when he's going to play, if he's going to play, how much he's going to play. What have you seen from him as far as the way he's handled that role?
Yeah, I think he's definitely one of the most selfless guys on the team when it comes to embracing his role and giving up himself in any way he can to help the team win. And he comes in like a wrecking ball with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and a lot of hunger. So we all know that everybody moments come, and his moment, he'll continue to get opportunities. But I'm just happy that he's just pressing forward every day.
The tush push has been successful again this year. There was some thought after I think you guys were 1 for 3 opening night that maybe it won't work anymore, Jason. Is it in your mind still an important play? And what do you feel about that play?
Whatever works. We get in these situations, and it's obviously something we can use to our advantage. So, want to continue to use it.
After meeting Burrow at the Heisman, was there any off-the-field interactions y'all had since?
As far as big plays, the benefit's obvious, but do you think it's possible to be too reliant on big plays?
No, I think, we talk about identity, but I think that's a part of our identity. So I think that's something people got to accept.
As a follow-up to that, you talked about the importance of like getting the first down on the opening series. Do you feel like sometimes those shots can kind of take the offense out of rhythm? Just, kind of seeing kind of like those easy completions, like seeing the ball, completed, I guess.
It's just about, I talk about the importance of getting first downs. There's multiple ways to do that, and it doesn't have to be a down-the-field shot, obviously. But I think, it's a matter of executing what's called and everybody being on the same page and being committed to what we're doing. And so we got to do it cleaner. It's been some funky things that have happened. You have a tip ball, you have, a false start. We were not really helping ourselves in these situations. So that's why I'm excited about what's to come, because it's all things that we can fix. And it's been different things that have come up in each game. So the most important things is coming out early and staying ahead of the sticks. And that's procedurally, that's executing-wise, and just getting positive plays. And so I think if we can help ourselves with that, find ourselves in a different situation.
Sorry. Are you kind of saying there's no common theme to what has happened in the first quarter? I mean, that you can't really find one thing that, or several things that have led to that?
Yeah, I just think you need positive plays. That's what it comes down to. You see when the second quarter it turns on, because we get positive plays. So we just got to do a better job of that, and I think we're finding it.
Jalen, a non-football question. I noticed you changed your Jordans quite a bit up during the game. Is that like a superstition thing? Is it the field?
Trying to find my footing.
I just wanted to ask you one more thing about the tush push. Jason talked about before he ran that play, he would say, "Oh, F, here we go again." You're in the middle of it. You feel it. What goes through your mind right before you run that play?
Get however many yards I need to. Nothing really more than that.
Never, oh, here we go again.
Mm-mm.
If I can circle back to the third downs, you guys were over 3 on third and short, but quite 3 for 3 on fourth downs. For you personally, when you're in that third down situation, do you know you have 2 cracks at it, and that affects kind of how you operate there?
No, I think I can continue to mature in those areas. Obviously, you want to. There's a component where we're told not to worry about certain things. Then there's a component where I feel like I need to worry about it, even though I'm not supposed to. So, coach goes for it on fourth down because he trusts us, and he believes that we can, make a play. And how healthy that is, we go out there and make it work, typically. So, that's always the mentality, regardless of what's going on. We want to go out there and execute, and we're really not thinking about some of those things because we're just told not to. We just want to execute the play that's called.
Yeah, what's the acclimation process like when you have a new blindside protector? And what have the conversations been like with Fred as you guys are getting used to each other?
Yeah, I think that's something that has definitely been different. I mean, it's a different pocket. It's a different pocket. You got different guys in there. It's been, a new set of guys almost every game, for a few consecutive games now. So we're finding our rhythm in that. Fred's doing a really good job. He's attentive, and, he's all ears. And, he has a ton of guys to help him next to him. So I think the pocket is a little bit different, no different than, having a new set of guys out wide out there. It's no different. But, you find ways to adjust and overcome.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Yep.